Okay, so last week, silence again, silence. Last week we didn't, okay, silence. Last week we didn't do the class for Vesak because of Vesak. So the week before, the week, okay, the week before, what did we do? We started the lesson polynomials. We started the lesson polynomials, and under polynomials, we first discussed what is a polynomial, what is a polynomial, and then the similarity of a polynomial or equality of a polynomial. And in that, when we were supposed to find constants such that two polynomials are equal, I explained about two methods. One was the comparing coefficients, and another name that we can use is equating coefficients. So one word that we can use is comparing coefficients, because we compare the coefficients, and another word is equating coefficients. Again, දෙපැත්ත තියෙන coefficients දෙක equal කරනවානේ. So we can even use equating coefficients. And the other one was substituting values. And then we started polynomial division. We started polynomial division. And I told you there are three ways that how we can do this polynomial division. But out of the three ways, the synthetic method, I told you it's not in the syllabus anymore. So we'll be mainly focusing on long division method. That is where we stopped last week, the long division method in polynomials. And today we'll be learning the other one, which is comparing coefficients, is polynomial division. Okay. So since like there are few newcomers, and I know like there are students who are here present, who missed the class on Monday but didn't want like coming to the class today, because that is normal at the not normal, okay, but at the beginning of the class it is something common. Students, even though you miss the class, you won't watch the recording, you just come to the class. That happens because you are still in this O level mentality. No, in a O level class or O level class එකේ class එක අද මිස් වුණොත් එහෙම ලබන සතියේ ගියා කියලා ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙන්නේ shape එකේ අල්ලගන්න පුළුවන්. You can understand. වරින් A levels ඔයාලට තාම එහෙම තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. මම දැන් ගිය සතියේ එන්නේ නැතුව මේ සතියේදී රෙකෝඩින් එකත් බලන්න නැතුව ආවහම අර still you can't understand, like you won't understand it. තාම ඒක තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. තේරුණාද? You don't understand that you can't understand it. Then later you might realize, oh, that is something common. ඒක නිසා මම මුලදී I'll just explain this long division method from the beginning. How can we do it? So even a newcomer is here. There are a few newcomers. You can easily continue with today's lesson. And I'll talk to the newcomers later at the end of the class. And even students who miss the class, like you can continue today's work. So properly focus like how we do long division. Okay, so this is the way that how we do long division. I'm taking a polynomial like this, 2x cubed, 3x squared minus 7x plus 1. And then I'm dividing this by another polynomial x, let's say x minus 1. So I gave a name to this polynomial. This polynomial is the dividend. Dividend. This polynomial, it's the divisor. It's the divisor. Okay. So here, like every time when we divide, so we name this term as a leading term. Leading term එක කියන්නේ power එක වැඩිම term එක. The term with the highest power is what we call as the leading term. So here the leading term is 2x cubed. Here the leading term is x. So every time the division happens between the leading terms. So I'm going to divide this leading term 2x cubed by this leading term x. So every time the division happens between the leading terms. And then it gives me 2x squared. So when you divide this by this, what is the answer? 2x squared. And then when you multiply, the division happens only between the leading terms. Again, division එක වෙන්නේ leading terms වල විතරයි. But when you multiply, you have to multiply each term. 2x squared into x is 2x cubed. 2x squared into x. 2x squared into minus 1 is minus 2x squared. Okay, so you divided, you multiplied, and now we have to subtract. So when you subtract, these two cancel off. 3 minus the making make adu gannawane. So it's 3 minus minus 2. ಇದನ್ನು when 3 minus minus 2 which gives you 3 plus 2. It's 5. So 3 minus minus 2 is 3 plus 2 which is 5. 5x squared. These 2 comes down minus 7x plus 1. 5x squared divided by x, it's 5x. 5x squared divided by x, it's 5x. When you multiply, it's 5x squared minus 5x. You get minus 5x. So now again subtract, these two cancel off. Now you know what happens here. Minus 7 minus minus 5. Minus 7 minus minus 5 is plus 5. Minus 7 plus 5 gives you minus 2. Minus 7 plus 5. Minus 2. And then 1 comes down plus 1. Last one, minus 2x should be divided by x, which gives you minus 2. Okay, which gives you minus 2. So when you divide it, it's minus 2. When you multiply, it's minus 2x. Minus minus is plus, plus 2. Final step, subtract. These 2 cancel off. 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So we discuss about something called degree. Degree can highest power. So in this one, the degree is 1. The highest power is the degree. Here the degree is 1. And here it's a constant. The degree of a constant is 0. So here it's 0. Here it's 0. If you can remember, I told you only 2 points in long division. Long division neke mamaki points degai. 1 point is every time the division happen between which terms? The leading terms. And then I told you when to terminate this division. When to terminate the division? When should we stop this? When the degree of the remainder is less than the degree of the divisor. Make a degree make adu gaman, the division stops. Make a degree make adu gaman. So it's 1, it's 0, we have to stop it from here. So this is the a comprehensive revise of how we do this long division. So even though you're a newcomer, you can do it because even in the morning class at Shakti, there have a few newcomers, but they understood this from here. And when I asked them to start this, like most of every student were able to do this. Okay, so even though you're a newcomer, you can easily get this, divide this, multiply, and then subtract. But you have to stop it when this degree is less than this. Clear? Okay, then do last week we did question number 1, 2, 3, and main question 2. Do 4, 5, and 6. If you're a newcomer, just check how many pages that you should leave and start from there. Question number 4, 5, and 6. Question number 4, 5, and 6. If you're a newcomer or you missed the class, like check how many pages that you should keep. To question 4, 5, and 6. Silence, 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 silence. Silence, Ari, Sadanatan. Maybe, not again. Leave the pages if you haven't completed the note. Do 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'll start from question number 4. So 2x cube is divided by x, which gives you 2x squared. When you multiply, it's 2x cube plus 4x squared. So these two cancel off. 6x squared minus 4, it's 2x squared. And these two comes down, 17x plus 50. So 2x squared, when you divide by x, it's 2x. 1x cancel off. When you multiply, it's x squared plus 4x. Subtract, these two cancel off. 17x minus 4x is 13x and 50 comes down plus 50. So 13x divided by x gives you 13. When you multiply, it's 13x plus 26. So you're getting 13x cancel off 50 minus 26. You're supposed to get a remainder of 24. And the quotient is 2x squared, 2x plus 30. Remainder 24 when quotient. 2x squared plus 2x plus 13. Okay. So this one, question number 5, when 2x to the power 4 is divided by x, it's 2x cube. x ಗೆ 10 x ಗೆ බෙදුවාම x cube කෙනෙක් නිතර වෙන්නේ. x උනක්. So when you multiply, it's 2x to the power 4 minus 4x cube. So when you multiply, it's minus 4x cube. What happens? Both these cancel off. This cancel off and even this cancel off. Both cancel off. So what will be coming down? It's minus 3x squared, making up plus 5x plus 1 because both of these cancel off. Okay. So when you multiply, again divide minus 3x squared, you divide by x. You get minus 3x. So here it's minus 3x. When you multiply minus 3x squared, minus 3 into minus 2 is plus 6x. Again, subtract. So when you subtract, these two cancel off. 5x minus 6x is minus x. Plus 1 comes down. Minus x divided by x, it's minus 1. When you multiply, it's minus x plus 2. Minus 1 into minus 2 is plus 2. So these two cancel off. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Okay, hands up who got the remainder of minus 1 to question number 5. Minus. Okay. Then this one, 2x cubed divided by x, it's 2x squared. Then multiply, when you multiply, it's 2x cubed plus 2x squared. These two cancel off. Minus 3 minus 2. Minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5. 4x plus 9. Minus 5x squared divided by x, it's minus 5x. Minus 5x squared divided by x. Minus 5x squared divided by x, it's minus 5x. Okay, so when you multiply, it's minus 5x squared minus 5x. These two cancel off. So here it's 4 minus minus 5. So 4 minus minus 5 is 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5 is 9x. And 9 directly comes down, it's plus 9. 4 minus minus 5 is 4 plus 5. So it's 9. And 9 directly comes down. 9x divided by x, it's 9. So when you multiply, it's 9x plus 9. These two cancel off and it's 0. So when you divide x plus 1 from this one from x plus 1, the remainder is 0. Got it? Good. Okay, now if you look at all the 6 questions that we have taken, try to spot a similarity of the divisor in all the 6 questions that we have done. But similarity ka kapi karapu okkom prashna hai tute එක දිහා බලද්දි පේනවා divisors වල තියෙන එක similarity එකක් මොකක්ද? The degree is 1, that is 1. Divisor के හැමතිස්සෙම degree is 1. Another similarity, the coefficient of x is 1. අපි දැන්ට කරපු 6ම බලන්න 6ම divisor එකේ coefficient එක 1. So far we have done the polynomial division when this coefficient is 1. Okay, now I'm taking an example like this. Look at this. මම example එකක් ගන්නවා. The next question, question number 7. So what is the question? හොඳට බලන් ඉන්න. It's 2 minus 5, 4. 2 minus 5, 4, 5. Okay, so it's 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x plus 5. And we have to divide this by 2x minus 1. When we were explaining this polynomial division, when the coefficient of x is 1, did I mention something like that? This is the way to do this. When the coefficient is 1, no, I didn't mention like that. I only mentioned 2 points. What are the 2 points? What are the points that I mentioned? The division always happens between leading terms, and we have to terminate the division when the degree of the remainder is like becomes less than the degree of the device. ඔච්චරයි මම කිව්වේ. So like even though the coefficient, even though, check. Even though the coefficient is different, let's say the coefficient is not equal to 1. Okay, coefficient is not equal to 1, but still the same way because we didn't discuss a separate way when the coefficient is 1. Same thing. What happens here? 2x cube is divided by 2x. So you get 2 cancel off and x squared is remaining. So what comes here? It's x squared. Okay, when you multiply, it's 2x cube minus x squared. Okay, then these two cancel off. Minus 5 minus minus 1 becomes plus 1. Minus 5 plus 1 is minus 4. X squared, 4x plus 5. Okay, then again, you have to divide minus 4x squared divided by 2x. 2 is remaining, x is remaining, this is minus 2x. So when you divide this by this, what do you get? It's minus 2x. Again multiply, minus 4x squared, minus minus is plus 2x. Okay. Now these two cancel off. 4x minus 2x is 2x. 5 comes down. 2x divided by 2x is 1. When you divide 2x by 2x, it's 1. And now multiply 2x, 1 into minus 1, it's minus 1. These two cancel off. 5 minus minus 1 gives you 5 plus 1, which is equal to 6. Clear? So even though the coefficient is not equal to 1, same method, because we haven't separately learned something that how to divide this when the coefficient is different. Clear? Okay, now let's take another example. I'm writing another example. 2x plus 1. I need to divide this. 2x cube minus 3x squared plus 3x minus 7. Now I'm going to divide this. Okay, I need to divide this. So again, look at the board. So how this happens? 2x cube divided by 2x. 2 cancel off. 2x cube divided by 2x. What is remaining? X squared. So it's x squared remaining. Multiply, it's 2x cube, x squared. Minus 3 minus x squared is minus 4 x squared plus 3x minus 7. Okay. And now divide minus 4x squared by 2x. You are getting the answer minus 2x. It's minus 2x. So this becomes minus 2x. It's even okay. Minus 4x squared minus 2x. Subtract, these two cancel off. 3 minus minus 2 gives you 3 plus 2, which is 5x minus 7. Now then, look what happens. Now, you have to divide 5x by 2x. So x cancel off. What do you get? It's 5 over 2. Normally, we don't write these decimal numbers in a polynomial, so don't write 2.5. 2.5 kilo liyan depa. Decimal points liyan ne. Okay, now when you divide 5x by 2x, you are getting a fraction. You are getting a fraction. Clear, you are getting a fraction. And now when you multiply this by this, you can see what happens. 5 over 2 multiplied by 2x, you are getting the answer 5x. So when you multiply this by this, it's 5x. Actually, you don't have to do this multiplication. But again, making bedara 5 over 2 hambuna na. When you multiply this by this, you are supposed to get this no. So when you multiply, you get 5x. You don't have to check whether you are getting 5x. Boruwata 5x era කියලා බලන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. අනික හිතන්න මෙතන 14 තියෙනවා. 14 divided by 7, how much? Tell me. 14 divided by 7, how much? It's 2. So when you multiply 2 by 7, again you are getting 14. So you don't have to check it. Sure නැත්තම් check කරන්න, but you don't have to do it. You are supposed to get 5x. And when you multiply this by this, it's plus 5 over 2. And the thing here, if you get one fractional coefficient, then after you will be getting fractions again and again. Okay, so if you get a fractional coefficient, then after you will be repeatedly getting fractional coefficients. Now simplify this. Now simplify this. Minus 7 minus 5 over 2, which is, if you take 2 as the common, minus 14 minus 5 over 2, which is minus 19 over 2. So what is the remainder here? It's minus 19 over 2. Clear? Okay. Okay, then first do this one, question number 7, and then do this one, the example. It's example. First do this one. Taniyama karana, do it alone. Just take some help from the board. Ithuru tika you can do it alone. First do question number 7 and then the other question, the additional question. Okay, first do question number 7, then this one, and there's another example on the board. Then do that one. So do the simplification properly. The same thing, the only one that changes this is the simplification. එකම දේ වෙන්නේ අර simplification එක තමයි වෙනස් වෙන්නේ. Okay, do this one මේක හිමින්සර වැඩේ කරගෙන යන්න. So 4x cube divided by 2x, it's 2x squared. No? Because 4 divided by 2 is 2. So when you multiply, you are getting 4x cube. Here you get minus 2x squared. Okay. So here, like these two cancel off, and 1 minus minus 2 is 1 plus 2. 1 minus minus 2 is 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So it becomes 3x squared minus 3x plus 5. Okay. So what happens here is you have to divide 3x squared by 2x. Like I know you don't, normally we don't write this decimal value. So it's 3 over 2x. So now you get a fractional coefficient. What happened? A fractional coefficient. I told you when you get a fractional coefficient, then after you will be getting it repeatedly. When you multiply this by this, you are getting this answer. ඒක බලන්න ඕනේ නෑ නිකන්. බොරුවටවත් මං කියන්නේ you don't have to multiply and see sure නෑ sir මට මාව sure නෑ පොඩ්ඩක් වැඩි කරලා බලමු. නෑ, you don't have to worry about that. You are supposed to get that answer. Okay. And now when you multiply this by this, it's minus 3 over 2 times x. These two cancel off. I told you once you get a fractional coefficient, you will be repeatedly getting it. එක කැත එක්කෙනෙක් හම්බුනොත් ඔක්කොම කැත වෙනවා. Then minus 3 over 2 is minus 3 minus minus means plus 3 over 2. So if you take 2 as the common denominator, it's minus 6 plus 3, which is minus 3 over 2. So when you subtract, you get minus 3 over 2x plus 5. Here look what happens. You have to divide this by this. You have to divide this by this. Okay. So you have to divide minus 3x over 2 by 2x. X cancel off. No? Can you remember in basic mathematical concepts, we did this fractional simplification. And this 2 is who is in the denominator, it directly comes down. No? You can use it. When you make a directly so you can use it. What is the answer? It's minus 3 over 4. So it's easier. You don't have to consider this reciprocal and simplify. This 2 directly comes down. Okay. So here, when you divide this by 2x, you are getting that answer. What is that answer? Minus 3 over 4. Minus 3 over 4. So again, when you multiply, you are getting the same thing. When you multiply, you are getting the same thing. A minus minus is plus 3 over 4. A plus 3 over 4. These two cancel off. 5 minus this. A 5 minus 3 over 4. It's 20 minus 3 over 4, which is 17 over 4. 5 minus 3 over 4. So when you take the common denominator, it's 20 minus 3, 17 over 4. Which means the remainder is 17 over 4. Okay, hands up who got this remainder, 17 over 4 proper. Good. Okay, Amaru Mekaran do question number 8. The next one, it's the hardest one in the set of questions. Do question number 8. You can do any simplification. Next question, question number 8. So if you didn't get the answer, check whether where you have mistaken and get the next one correctly. But Check whether why didn't you get this answer and do the next one properly. Question number 8. Okay, do the work. So 16x to the power 4 divided by 2x, it's 8x cube. 8x cube. When you multiply, it's 16x cube plus 8, sorry, 16x to the power 4, 8x cube. Now subtract, these two cancel off. Minus 5 minus 8 is minus 13x cube. So you are getting minus 13x cube. Okay, now you have to divide minus 13x cube by 2x, which gives you minus 13 over 2x squared. So here you get a fractional coefficient minus 13 over 2x squared. So when you multiply it, you get minus 13x cube minus 13x squared over 2. So this is what you get. Okay, now subtract. I cancel off this. Now these two, I told you, once you get a fractional coefficients, you will be repeatedly getting it. Minus 4 minus minus, this is plus 13 over 2. So minus 8 plus 13, which gives you 5 over 2. Which means when you subtract this from this, it's 5 over 2x squared minus 5x plus 7. Okay, now I divide this one. Now divide this 5 over 2x squared by 2x. So 1x cancel off. Same thing, you can see this 2 comes down. Then you get 5 over 4. So this is equal to 5x over 4. So what do you get when you divide this by this? It's 5x over 4. Multiply this. So when you multiply, you don't have to check. You are getting this answer of 5x over 4. Okay, again, these two cancel off. Minus 5x minus this. So minus 5 over 4 gives you minus 20 minus 5 over 4, which is minus 25 over 4. Minus 5 minus this gives you minus 25 over 4x. Clear? Okay, again, now divide this by 2x. Same drill. Minus 25x over 4. Now it's divided by 2x. X cancel off. This comes down. This 4 comes down. It's minus 25 over 8. Okay. So you get minus 25 over 8. Now multiply. So when you plus 7 comes down. Huh? So when you divide this, you get this one. When you multiply, it's minus 25 over 4x. This into this is minus 25 over 8. Clear? Okay. So then what is the final subtraction? Subtract 7 minus minus is plus 25 over 8. 56 plus 25 over 8. I'm getting an answer of 81 over 8. I'm getting an answer of 81 over 8. Clear? So the remainder that you're supposed to get is 81 over 8. 81 over 8. Has Abu got 81 over 8? Good. Like if you got it, it's really good. But let's say you have done something, you have make a mistake. That's okay, because even for A levels, you don't get this type of simplifications. A levels are මෙච්චර අමාරු වෙන්නේ. It's like simply අපි අර කලින් කරපේ වගේ. But if you took the answer, it's really good. කොහේ හරි වැරදුනා නම් that doesn't mean you're like not perfect. බලන්න කොහෙද වැරදුනේ කියලා, next time do it correctly. Check whether you have mistaken or like where you have done the mistake. Okay. Now let's see, like we have discussed the questions where the degree of the divisor is 1. අපි කරපු හැම එකේම divisor එකේ degree එක එකයි. Now let's see what happens when the divisor's degree is more than 1. I'm taking an example like this, x squared plus x plus 1. We have to divide this by x cube, silence, 2x squared minus 4x plus 1. Okay, again I'm emphasizing, did I mention about the divisor when I explain this long division method? No, we didn't talk about the divisor. No? We didn't talk whether the coefficient should be 1, whether the degree of the divisor should be 1. We didn't discuss something like that. So again I'm mentioning, I only stated about 2 points that we have to consider in long division. Points the guy. So even though the degree of the like the degree of the divisor is 1, 2, 3 key or not, you have to go with the same method. No difference. එකම දේ කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. Okay, what is the same method? The division should happen between the leading terms, and you have to stop when the remainder's degree becomes less than the divisor's degree. Clear? ඔය දෙක විතරයි. So even though the degree here changes, that's okay. So now here you know the degree is 2. No? Okay, so every time the division happen between the leading terms. Okay, the leading terms. So when you divide x cubed by x, you get x squared. No? Okay, so I write here x squared. When you multiply, sorry, it's by x squared. X cubed divided by x squared is x. When you multiply, you have to multiply all three, x cubed, x squared plus x. So make sure when you multiply, you have to multiply by all three. These two cancel off. 2x squared minus x squared is x squared. Minus 4 minus x is minus 5x plus 1. X squared divided by x squared is 1. When you divide x squared by x squared, the answer is 1. And now multiply. It's x squared plus x plus 1. These cancel off. Minus x minus 5 minus 1 is minus 6. These cancel off, it's 0. Minus 6x. Okay, what is the degree here? The degree is 1, which means the remainder's degree has become less than the divisor's degree. Now we have to stop the long division from here. Clear? Same thing, but we have to stop it from here. Hands up if this is clear. Okay, put a red star mark and write in a blue pen. Put a red star mark and write in a blue pen. Write this. The same method of long division. The same method of long division. Same method of long division for polynomial division. For polynomial division. For polynomial division will be used or will be applied even for divisors. Divisors means not these computer devices. Even for divisors. Even for divisors with degrees greater than 1. Even for divisors with degrees greater than 1. Even for divisors with degrees greater than 1. Okay, do this example and do question number 9 in the tube. The next question. Do this example and do question number 9. Silence. Tarik වැඩකන් කතා කරන්න එපා. Okay, so question number 9, x to the power 4 divided by x squared, it's x squared. When you multiply, make sure you multiply each term. X to the power 4 minus 2x cubed plus x squared. So when you subtract, x4 cancel off. 2 minus 2 is 2 plus 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4, it's 4x cubed. 5 minus it's 4x squared. 7x plus 10 comes down. 4x cubed divided by x squared, it's 4x. Multiply 4x cubed minus 8x squared plus 4x. These two cancel off. 4 minus minus 8 is 4 plus 8, which gives you 12. 7 minus 4 is 3x plus 10. 12x squared divided by x is 12. Now multiply. It's 12x squared minus 24x plus 12. Okay, 3 minus minus 24 is plus, 3 plus 24 is 27. So here it's 27x. 10 minus 12 is minus 2. So in question number 9, you're supposed to get a remainder of 27x minus 2. Okay, hands up if you got that answer. Okay. Okay, after that one, do this. The board copy paste කරන්න එපා. Don't copy paste the board. Like if you didn't get the answer, බලන්න කොහෙද වැරදුනේ කියලා, do it alone. You won't learn anything if you copy paste the board. Okay, so when you divide 2x cube by x squared, it's 2x. So when you multiply, it's 2x cube plus 2x. Okay. Remember now these two cancel off. And here it's a x squared. මෙතන x squared කෙනෙක්. ඔයාට x squared එකක් එක්ක x කෙනෙක් simplify කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයාට අම්බගෙඩි දෙකක් එක්ක මේ දොඩම් ගෙඩියක් අඩු කරන්න කිව්වොත් අඩු කරන්න පුළුවන්. බෑ. You can't like sub like. හරි අපි හිතමු කරා කියලා. මම දන්නා ගොඩක් අය 1 minus 2 minus කියලා දැම්මා. ඒතර දැම්මේ x squared xද මොකද්ද දැම්මේ? මොකක්ද දැම්මේ? So you can't subtract this x squared and 2x. ඒවා මේ homogeneous නේ, අපි similar terms නේ. ඒතර මේකේ these two simplifies. These two are equal terms, x. And then there's no one to get subtracted from x squared, so it directly comes down. There's no one to get subtracted from x squared, it directly comes down. And then you need to simplify these two. Minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5x. Minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5x plus 1. Okay, what happens here is this. Look, you have to subtract 2x cubed plus x squared minus 3x plus 1 minus ඕකෙන් මේක අඩු කරන්න ඕනේ 2x cubed plus 2x. So when you simplify this, you can see there's no one to get simplified with. These two cancel off. There's no one to get simplified with this x squared. So it will remain the same. මෙයත් එක්ක simplify වෙන කවුරුත් නැහැ. Clear? So it directly comes down. So every time you have to do it with the homogeneous terms, the same terms are equal terms තමයි simplify වෙන්නේ. Minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5. Okay. X squared divided by x squared, it's 1. Multiply. Again the same thing. These two cancel off. There's nothing to get subtracted with this one. So it directly comes down. Minus 5x. Here 1 minus 1 is 0. So there's no any constant. Clear? Here the degree is 2. Here the degree is 2, but here the degree is 1. Which means we have to stop the long division. Division terminates here. Clear? Okay, hands up who understood this question, who understood this question. Okay, so next one I need the entire class to lift their hands. Okay, do this properly. X squared plus 2 is divided by x to the power 4 plus 3x cubed minus x plus 7. Okay, do it properly. AK, the entire class should be able to do it. Okay, look at this. So here x to the power 4 divided by x squared, it's x squared. No. So when you multiply, it's x to the power 4 plus 2x squared. Okay, now here's something interesting. Okay, මේ බලන්න පොඩ බලන්න. මෙතන x cube ඉන්නවා. x cube එක මෙතන අඩු වෙන කවුරුත් නැහැනේ. So there's no one to get simplified by x cube. So what happens? It directly comes down. 3x cube. It directly comes down. Okay. මේ step එක හරියට කරා නම් හරි. Now tell me what is the power after x cube? ඊළඟට තියෙන මොකද x squared? මුලින්ම x cube. ඊට පස්සේ තියෙන x squared. Okay, now look at x squared. We have x squared here. But there are no any x squared terms here. No. Maybe the x squared කවුරුත් නැහැනේ. So there's no any x squared term. So it's 0. No. So if we subtract this from this, if we are subtracting this bottom one from this one, look what happens. This directly comes out. මේ මෙහෙමයි මේක directly comes down කියන්නේ comes down කියලා පල්ලෙහාට එනවා කියලා mathematical operation එකක් නෑ. එහෙම එකක් තියෙනවද? Like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division coming down. එහෙම එකක් තියෙනව නෑ. ඒක වෙන්නේ හරි මට කියන්නේ what happens here like coming down කියන්නේ මොකක්ද අපි මේ කියන්නේ? It's a subtraction. So there's no one to get simplified here. It's 3 minus 0. Understood? So what happens here? 3 minus 0. ඒක තමයි 3 වෙන්නේ. So it directly comes down because there's no one to get subtracted. එහෙමම හිතුවොත් මට කියන්න the next one is 2x squared. No. It's 2x squared. So there's no any x squared means how do we consider it? It's 0. No. 0 minus 2x squared. කෙලින්ම දෙක පල්ලෙහාට ගත්තා නම් වැරදි. If you took this directly 2x squared, it's wrong. It's wrong. Why? Because what happens here? Here it's 0. No. Okay, 0 minus 2 is not plus 2. It's a minus 2. Clear? So there's no one to get subtracted from here. 0 minus 2 is minus 2. And then these two comes down. I'm making up minus 6 plus 7. Okay, hands up who got this step correctly. This step. Okay, good. Then 3x cube divided by x squared, it's 3x. It's 3x multiply 3x cube plus 6x. Again, you can't subtract this from this one. So it directly comes down minus 2x squared. These two you can subtract. Minus x minus 6x is minus 7x. And plus 7 directly comes down. Minus x minus 6x. A minus 2x squared divided by x squared, minus 2 is remaining. A multiply minus 2x squared, minus 4. Again, there's no one to get subtracted from this one. Minus 7 is like minus 0. It comes down minus 7x. 7 minus minus 4 is 7 plus 4, which is 11. So who get simplified here? These two. And in this case, these two. So here the degree is 1. Here the degree is 2. So you have to terminate the long division. Clear? So මේක තමයි මේකේ පොඩක් අර ඉන්ටරෙස්ටින් මේකේට තියෙන අර අඩු වෙද්දී අර කෙලින්ම පල්ලෙහාට එනවා කියන්නේ කවුරුද මේ ඔක්කොම පල්ලෙහාට ගන්නවා කියලා කියන්නේ ඒක. We pull this down. It means minus x minus 0. No one. Okay, do the last one, question number 10. If there's anything unclear, you just mark it and මම ළඟට ආවම පොඩක් අහගන්න අනිවාර්යෙන්ම. You have the chance. If there's anything unclear, put a mark, and when I come near to you, you can ask from me. පොඩි දෙයක් වුණත් කමන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයාට හිතේ මේක සර්ගෙන් ආන එක තේරුමක් නැහැ නිකන් මෝඩයි වගේ. Never mind, you just ask it. If you have a doubt regarding this one, ask it. Doubts clear කරගෙන යන්න ඕනේ. You have to clear the doubts and move forward. Okay. So here x cube divided by x squared is x. When you multiply, it's x cube. Minus 2x, these two cancel off. Minus 4 minus minus 2 is plus 2. Minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2x. Okay, so only one step. The degree here is 1. The degree here is 2. So it terminates from here. Because you can't divide it further. The degree is 1. Only one step. Easiest one. The degree is 2. Clear? Okay. මම විනාඩියක් දෙන්නක වතුර ටිකක් බීලා කතා කරන එකක් කතා කරන්න. Okay, write the topic division algorithm. Okay, silence. Write the topic division algorithm. Division algorithm. Okay, division algorithm. Okay, hands up who have heard this word algorithm before. Hands up who have heard this word algorithm. Okay, where did you hear this word algorithm? In ICT. No? In ICT. Hands up who did ICT? ඔක්කොම ICT ද කරේ? No one, anyone who did health? Okay, හොඳයි. හරි. Because even I did health when I was doing O levels මාත් කරේ සෞඛ්‍ය කොහෙටවත් නැති subject එකක්. There was a reason but there was a reason මම health කරන්න පොඩි reason එකක් තිබ්බ මේ. ඇත්තට මේක මන් දන්නේ ඇයි ඒක තියෙන්නේ කියලා. ඒකේ මම reason එක තිබ්බේ මේ listen හතිය. ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරපු reasons කතා කරගන්න එපා. යද්ද යන ගමන් කතා කරගන්න. So in grade 9 we had ITO ICT දෙක එකක් මට හරියට මතක නැහැ but till grade 9 we had this computer based subject नु. ඒතර IT තිබිලා ITO ICT. මට අර හැම ටර්ම් ටෙස්ට් එකේම හැම සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකකම තිබ්බ මාක්ස් මට මතක නැහැ but මොන හරි සිග්නිෆිකන්ට් එකක් තිබ්බොත් ඒක මතකයි. ඒතර කොහමරි grade 9 වල second term and third term මම මේක කියනනම් I had 100 marks for this ICT. I can't remember whether it is ICT or IT. මට කොහමරි 100 තිබ්බ ICT වලට in second and third. Listen අහන්න. Okay. So like my school ආනන්ද කට්ටිය දන්නවා නේද අපේ ස්කෝලේ prize giving එකේ prizes දෙන්නේ third term test එකේ. Okay, not the first or second. Let's say someone is becoming class first in the first two term test, but in the third term someone becomes first, he gets the prize. So only they are considering the third term test. So I got 100 for ICT and then and තව එකක් තියෙනවා අපි හිතමුකෝ දෙන්නේ highest marks ගත්ත කියලා subject prizes දෙද්දි දෙන්නෙක් ගත්තොත් ඒ දෙන්න ආයෙ ලියන්න ඕන prize giving test එකක් සුපෝ වගේ. So එහෙම එකක් තිබ්බා. එහෙම දෙන්නට prize giving මේ prize එක හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ subject prize එක. එතකොට ICT වලට I had 100 and there was another one මේ කියන්නේ හිටපු කෙනෙක් 100 අරගෙන එතකොට ගියා prize giving test එක ලියන්න. ඊට කලින් ඔය grade 10 වලට කලින් ඔය prize giving test මම 3ක් විතර ලියලා තියෙනවා. මේ grade 10 වල පොඩ්ඩක් අපි මැචුව වෙනවානේ. පොඩ්ඩක් මහා මැචුව එකක් නෑ. but normally we get a bit අර අනිත් අය ගැන හිතන්න පුරුදු වෙනවානේ. අනිත් අය ගැන හිතන්න වෙනවා. So grade 10 වලින් පස්සේ ඔය තිබ්බ subject price test එක තිබ්බහම මේ දැන් කවුරු හරි අපි දැන් මම highest marks ගත්තා කියලා grade 10 අන්තිම maths වලට අරගෙන 100 ගත්තා කියන්නේ. ඒතකොට මම subject price test එක ලියන්න යද්දි මේ තව එක්කෙනෙක් එද්දි මම එයාගෙන් අහනවා මේ ඔයාලට කලින් prices තිබිලා තියෙනවද කියලා. ඒතර එයා නැහැ කියලා කිව්වොත් මම price එක මම test එක ලියන්නේ නැහැ. මම මැඩම්ට කියනවා මැඩම් මට මේ test එක ලියන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. මෙයාට price එක දෙන්න කියලා මැඩම් ලෙටර් එකක් මැඩම් හරි සර් ලෙටර් එකක් දෙන්න කියලා මම ලෙටර් එක දීලා එනවා. මොකද by grade 10 I had enough prizes අර ඒ කියන්නේ සාමාන්‍ය කෙනෙක්ට මුළු ඉස්කෝලේ කාලෙම ගන්න බැරි ඒවා මට grade 10 වෙදි තිබ්බා. හැබැයි ඒක මං අරයා කිව්වත් දැන් ඌ මට prizes තිබිලා තියෙනවා කියලා එතකොට I'm writing the test. එතකොට අවුලක් නෑ නේ අර එක chance එකක් හරි දෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා. So I went to this grade 9 දැන් ගියා මේ කරන්න ICT prize giving test එක ලියන්න ගියා. මේක ලියන්න ගියාම මේ මට theory knowledge එක දැන් 100ක් ගත්ත කියන්නේ good theory knowledge නේ. හැබැයි අපේ ගෙදර lab එකක්වත් computer එකක් තිබ්බේ නැහැ. එතකොට මට practical knowledge එක 0. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ මම පොතේ මං කියන්න දන්නවා this is how we can create a folder කියලා මට කරලා පෙන්නන්න කිව්වොත් කරන්න තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක ඇත්ත කතාවනේ. දැන් කියන්න බෑ ඒතකොට practicals තිබ්බනේ lab තියෙනවනේ කියලා. දන්නවනේ IT lab එකට ගිහලා කරන්න නැති එකම එක තමයි මේ practical එක. හරිද? මේ lab වලට ගියාට පස්සේ ඊට පස්සේ ගියාට පස්සේ දැන් prize giving test එක තියෙනවා එන්න කියලා lab එකට එන්න කියලා මැඩම් දුන්න practical එක. මේ කරන්න බෑනේ practical එක. ඒතර මම ලියුමක් ලියලා දීලා ආවේ නෑ මට මේ prize test එක ලියන්න ඕනේ නෑ කියලා. මම කරන්න පටන් ගත්තා මට කරන්න බෑ මම මැඩම් කිව්වා මැඩම් මට මේ කරන්න බෑ මේ කියලා මම ආවා ඊට පස්සේ ඊගොත් prize. ඕකෙන් මට බයක් ආවා මේ දැන් O level ICT කරන්න ගියාම දැන් උතර පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙනවනේ මේ ප්‍රැක්ටිකල් එතකොටත් කම්පියුටර් එකක් නැති වුනහම ප්‍රැක්ටිකල් සයිඩ් එක නතු කරගන්න බෑ කියලා. ඉතින් මම කරා හෙල්ත්. හෙල්ත් වල මම දැන් තාම තියෙන්නේ අර ෆුට්බෝල් වොලිබෝල් නෙට්බෝල් තුනෙන් එකක් ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ. ඒතකොට මම ෆුට්බෝල් ගැහුවා. ඒතකොට මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ කියන්නේ දන්නවා කොහොමද? ඒ කියන්නේ ඒකේ රූල්ස් ටික ආය අමුතුවෙන් ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ නෑ. දන්නවනේ මේ ටික කියලා. ඒතර අපේ බන්ති හෙල්ත් කරපු හැමෝම ලිව්වේ ෆුට්බෝල් ප්‍රශ්නේ. අර මේ ෆුට්බෝල් වල විතර ඒකත් එක්ක ලේසි. ඕක නිසා තමයි මම අතර මේක කරේ. ඉතින් ඒක නම් අවුලක් නෑ. මම කියන්නේ අතන පුළුවන් තරම් ICT කරන්න ඔය දැන් ඉතින් ඊපස්සේ අපි මං හිතන්නේ එහෙම ලොකුවට මේ O level ICT වලට එහෙම කම්පියුටර් එකක් ලැබ් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම ඕනේ. එහෙම ඕනේ නෑනේ. අර grade 9 වලදී මට ආපු මේක. Never mind. Let's come to the lesson algorithm. හරි? So algorithm you know like since most of you okay no. Since most of the students have done ICT, algorithm is normally a ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ coding කරනවානේ Pascal වලින් you use this coding you use Pascal for coding. So a computer language is something that can the computer can understand. So we are writing a code. Code එකක් ලියනවා කියන්නේ අපි මොන හරි logic එකක් computer එකට තේරෙන language එකකින් ලියනවා. ඔක තමයි code එක කියලා කියන්නේ. අන්නේ code එකේ පිටිපස්සේ තියෙන logic එකට තමයි what we call the algorithm. Okay, so algorithm is a process. So like a flow charts ගහලා ගන්න if this goes up this කොහොම යනවනේ. So basically the meaning of a algorithm is a process. ඒ process එක. ඒක මේ ආතල්ම එක තමයි ඔගේ සිංහල වචනේ. ඔගේ ආතල්ම එක සිංහල වචනේ. The සිංහල word the division is බෙදුම් algorithm කියන එක algorithm. ඒක සිංහල වචනේ. ඇල්ගොරිතම තමයි සිංහල බෙදුම ඇල්ගොරිතම. කතයිනේ ඒක. අර මේ වචනේ එහෙමම සිංහලෙන් ලියලා. ඉන් සිංහලද අපි සිංහල ක්ලාස් එකේ කරද්දී ඊයේ කරද්දී බෙදුම ඇල්ගොරිතම. හරි? අර ඒක අර එහෙමම අරගෙන තියෙන මේ වචනේ. එතකොට algorithm means simply a process. ඔය ඔකේ තියෙන පොඩක් මේ සිංහල language එකේ සිංහල කියන්නේ අතර මාර powerful language එකක්. මොකද ඒක English කියන්නේ widely used language එකක් වුණාට English එන මේ ඔය language අතින් බලද්දී එන weak language එක. සිංහලෙන් ඔයගලන්ට හදන්න බැරි එකම sound එක Z එක විතරයි. වෙන ඕනම sound එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් ඔයගලන්ට. Z එක විතර Z වලට මේකක් නැහැ. හරිද? ඒකත් ඔය ගොඩක් වෙලාවට වෙන්නේ ඔය. ඒක zebra කියලා ලියන්නේ ගොඩක් මුස්ලිම් නම් මෙහෙම ලියද්දී ඒකයි ඔය zara කියන එක sara කියලා ලියන්නේ zara කියලා ලියන්න බෑ සිංහලෙන්. හරිද? එතකොට ඒ Z එක විතරයි ගන්න බැරි එකම මේක. දැන් එතකොට ගියා ඉංග්‍රීසි weak වෙන්නේ කොහොමද ඉංග්‍රීසි වල Z තියෙනවනේ කියලා. හැබැයි ඉංග්‍රීසි වෙන complex the but කියන්නේ but put කියන්නේ put. හරිද? ඒතර ඔයාලට නිකන් අර මේක කිව්වහම දැන් tha ලිව්වහම කෙනෙක්ට තා කියන්නත් පුළුවන් තෑ කියන්නත් පුළුවන්. හරිද? කියන්න පුළුවන් ත කියන්නත් පුළුවන්. තා ඕන එකක්. හැබැයි අපි එහෙම නෙමෙයි අපිට ඒක තා කිව්වොත් මේක තෑ කිව්වොත් මේක තේ කිව්වොත් මේක. අපිට තියෙනවා. හරිද? ඒ සිංහල කියන්නේ යතින් බලද්දී සිංහල ෆොනටිකල් යතින් බලද්දී සිංහල මාර ස්ට්‍රෝං ලැන්ග්වේජ් එකක්. හැබැයි සිංහල වල තියෙන මම දකින්න එක වීක්නස් එකක් තමයි ඔය සිංහල වල විතරයි තියෙන්නේ මොන හරි තැනක නමක් ගත්තාම ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් එක නමක් සිංහලෙන් එක නමක්. ඒක වැරදි. මේ ගාල්ලට ගාල්ල කියනවා. ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් ගෝල්. කෑගල්ලට කෑගල්ල කියනවා. ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් කේ ගෝල්. නුවර නුවර. ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් කැන්ඩි. ඔගේ ආතල්ම එක මොකක්ද දන්නවද? කොම්පඤ්ඤ විදිය කියලා තියෙනවනේ. මෙතන නවලෝකේ තියෙන හොස්පිටල් එකේ තියෙන කොම්පඤ්ඤ විදිය. දැන් ඒක වෙනස් කරා. ඒ ගැසට් එකක් දාලා වෙනස් කරා. කොම්පඤ්ඤ විදියට ඉස්සර ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් කියන්නේ ස්ලේව් අයිලන්ඩ් කියලා. ඒ කොහෙදවත් නැහැ. නිකන් හිතන්න දැන් කවුරු හරි කෙනෙක් ඉන්ටර්විව් එකට කියලා කියන you are from which city කියලා I'm from slave island. මූණික වහල් දූපතකින් දාවා වගේ. අර වහල්ලු ඉන්න දූපතකේ මූ ආවා වගේ. හරි. පස්සේ ඒක මේ 2019 හරි 2020 වල වෙනම ගැසට් එකක් දැම්මා කොම්පඤ්ඤ වීදියම තමයි. ස්ලේව් අයිලන්ඩ් නෙමෙයි. ඒක මම කියන්නේ ඒක එහෙම තමයි. නමක් කිව්වහම ඔක්කොම වලින් එකයි. ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් ගාල්ල කිව්වත් එකම තමයි. දැන් ඉන්දියාවල ගත්තොත් ඉන්දියාව බලන්නකෝ. දැන් IPL ටීම්ස් තියෙනවානේ. මුම්බයි ඉන්ඩියන්ස්. මුම්බයි කියන්නේ ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් කිව්වත් මුම්බයි අපි නිකන් ඔය අපි ඒකටත් බොම්බයි කියලා කියනවා. ඒ පර්ණනා ඒක හරියද? එතන ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් කිව්වත් මුම්බයි, ඉන්දියන් වලින් මොන හින්දි ඕන එකෙන් කිව්වත් මුම්බයි, මොකෙන් කිව්වත් මුම්බයි. මුම්බයි ඉන්ඩියන්. අපේ LPL එකේ බලන්නකෝ. හරිද? කැන්ඩි කිංස්. දොර කැන්ඩි කිංස්. හරිද? කොලම්බෝ කිංස් හරි අවුලක් නැහැ. එතකොට කොලම්බෝ කිංස් එතකොට සිංහලෙන් දැම්මොත් කොළඹ රජුරෝ. ඒ හරියනේ. එතකොට කැන්ඩි කිංස් දැම්මොත් එහෙම නුවර රජුරෝ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔක තමයි ඒ කියන්නේ අපේ එක තියෙන මේන්ම අවුල තියෙන්නේ ඔය නම් වලින් තියෙන අවුල. නැත්නම් අතරම සිංහල කියන්නේ හොඳ එහෙම තියෙන්න බෑ. මං කියන්නේ නමකට තියෙනවනේ යුනිවර්සල් එක නමක්. මොන ලැන්ග්වේජ් එකකින් කිව්වොත් නමම තමයි. ඔය අපේ ඔය ඔක වෙලා තියෙනවා ඉස්සර ඔක ඔක්කොම දැන් රිවර්ස් කරන්න එයි කාලයක් එයි ඔය ගාල්ල ගෝල් වෙලා තියෙන ඔය ප්‍රොනවුන්ස් කරන්න බැරි වෙච්ච හින්දා සුද්දාට ගාල්ල කියන්න බැරි වෙච්ච හින්දා ගෝල් වෙලා. ඒකෙන් තමයි අර කන්ද උඩරට කන්ද මේක බ්‍රේක් වෙලා තමයි කැන්ඩි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒක පොඩ හැබැයි නේම්ස් වල එහෙම අවුලක් තියෙනවා. ඒතර ඒක අතින් බලද්දි ඇත්තටම ඇල්ගොරිතම් කියන එක ඇල්ගොරිතම කියන එක එහෙමම අරගෙනක් තියෙනවා. වැඩේ සිම්පල් අහන්න. Okay. So I told you in division in polynomial and then ඉවරයි. Array. In polynomial division, here we got the dividend. And when we divide this dividend by the divisor, silence, the answer we get, there's a name, it's the quotient. The quotient and the remaining part, we name it as the remainder. We name it as the remainder. Okay. So if I consider a normal simple division, if we divide 27 by 5 or 27 by 4, it's 6 and 3 is remaining. If I ask you to write this 27, in terms of 6, 4 and 3, tell me how can you write 27 in terms of 6, 4 and 3? 6 into 4 plus 3. So that is true. So when you divide this by 4, you are getting the answer 6 and 3 is remaining. So when you multiply 6 by 4 and add that remaining 3, you should get 27. So this is simple as that. Same thing, what is the division algorithm? Division algorithm is a mathematical expression that combines the dividend, divisor, quotient and the remainder. So what is the division algorithm? It's like a process. It combines the dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder, or expressing the dividend in terms of the divisor, quotient and remainder. So you can write it. What is the division algorithm? The dividend of a polynomial is equal to the quotient into divisor and then add the remaining part plus the remainder. Clear? Dividend is equal to the quotient into the divisor plus remainder. This is what we termed as the division algorithm. Okay, small thing, huh? Okay, write in this way, a mathematical expression that combines the dividend, comma, divisor, quotient and remainder, is known as the, write a red pen, is known as the, in a red pen, division algorithm. Write that in a red pen, is known as the division algorithm. Okay. Okay, then just show this one. First show this one, dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder, and then write this. So this is the division algorithm. Okay, so the dividend is equal to the quotient into the divisor plus the remainder. Okay, then write this in a red pen, write note. And then in a black pen write this. In a red pen write note and then in a black pen write substituting values to a polynomial in a polynomial. Substituting values in a polynomial. In a red pen write note and then in a black pen write this, substituting values in a polynomial. Okay. So this one, that what we are going to learn here, will be important to the next part. A small one. So let's say I'm having a polynomial fx is equal to x squared plus x plus 1. Okay. And then if you substitute x equals 1, what happens? Every x should be replaced by 1. That's all. Every x should be replaced by 1. As you are getting f1 is equal to 3. So every x should be replaced by 1. Same thing if you consider f equals minus 2. If you consider f equals minus 2, okay, f minus 2 is equal to minus 2 squared plus minus 2 plus 1. So f minus 2 is 4 minus 2 plus 1, which is 3. So substituting a value means every x should be replaced. That's all. Not even integers. You can even consider these fractions. I'm putting x equals half. So when you put x equals half, it's f half. It's f half, which is equal to half squared plus half plus 1. 1 over 4 plus half plus 1. If you take 4 in common, 1 plus 2 plus 4. So then you get f half is equal to 7 over 4. F half is equal to 7 over 4. Clear? You not only values, you can even put letters. You can even put letters. X equals A. X equals A. So if you put x equals A, you get FA is equal to A squared A plus A. A squared A plus 1. Clear? Okay. Write in this way in a normal pen. When substituting values in a polynomial, when substituting values in a polynomial, every x should be replaced by the value. Every x should be replaced by the value. Every x should be replaced by the value. Okay, then write this. Consider x equals 1, minus 2, half, and x equals A. Okay, write the main topic. So this is the main topic in the lesson. Remainder theorem. The main one in the topic. Remainder theorem. Remainder theorem. Okay, so this is the main topic of the lesson. Remainder theorem. Okay, so remainder theorem states something like this. Okay, easy one. When fx is divided by the divisor x minus a, when fx is divided by x minus a, the remainder theorem states that the remainder, so remainder theorem is about the remainder, no, it's not talking about the quotient. When fx is divided by x minus a, the remainder theorem states that the remainder is fa. The remainder is fa. ඉගැන fx x minus a ගෙන් බෙදුවාම එන රිමේන්ඩ් එක fa කියලා තමයි රිමේන්ඩර් තියරම් එකෙන් කියන්නේ. එතන මේකෙ මේ a කොහෙන්ද ආවේ? From where did we get this letter a? A comes, a is the value of x such that this divisor is equal to 0. So a is the value of x such that this divisor is equal to 0. So when we divide by x minus a, it becomes 0 when x is equal to a. No? It becomes 0 when x is equal to a. So that is how we get this a. So simply, what is remainder theorem? When fx is divided by x minus a, the remainder is fa. The remainder is fa. Okay, so if I apply this in this way, look at this. I'm considering the divisor. And then what is the remainder? You now tell me. If the divisor is x minus a, then I know x minus a becomes 0. The divisor becomes 0 when x equals a, which means the remainder is fa. remainder එක FA වෙනවා. Okay, now I consider x minus 1. So x minus 1 becomes 0. X minus 1 becomes 0 when x equals 1. මේක බිඳුවෙන් x 1 වුණාමනේ. Okay, then what is the remainder? What is the remainder? F1. No, what is the remainder again? Remainder again? F1. It's not 1. Huh? The remainder is not 1. X equals 1 is that the divisor becomes 0. What is the remainder? It's F1. Okay, it's F1. Okay, now tell me, if I divide this by x plus 2, what should be the remainder? F minus 2. If F minus 2. Clear? Because the divisor here becomes 0. Divisor here becomes 0 when x is equal to minus 2. Okay. So if you consider 2x minus 1, okay, I know 2x minus 1 becomes 0 when x is equal to half. When x is equal to half. So this becomes 0 when x is equal to half, which means what is the remainder? What is the remainder? F half. Okay, if I consider 3x plus 1 as the divisor, this becomes 0 when x equals minus 1 over 3. This becomes 0 when x equals minus 1 over 3, which means the remainder is f minus 1 over 3. Clear? The remainder becomes f minus 1 over 3. So this is simply the remainder theorem. When fx is divided by x minus a, the remainder is fa. And from where do we get this a? A is the value of x such that the divisor is equal to 0. Okay, hands up if you understood that. Okay. Write in quoted commas. අර 66 99 දාන්නේ. Write in quoted commas 66.99. Put 66. Write this. When an any degree polynomial fx, when an any degree polynomial fx, and any degree polynomial fx is divided by x minus a, write that within brackets, x minus a within brackets, is divided by x minus a, the, write in a red pen, the, write in red pen, remainder is fa. The remainder is fa. The remainder is fa. Okay, put 99, close the quoted commas, and then put a dash and write its remainder theorem. Remainder theorem. So under that, put a dash and write its remainder theorem. Okay, so that's the remainder theorem. So keep one line and then write. Here A, so write in this way, here A is. If not, you might say here is. Here A is the value of x. Here A is the value of x such that the divisor is 0. Here A is the value of x such that the divisor is 0. Okay. Okay, then note this down, divisor and the remainder. Okay, so if I take example, I'm taking this function polynomial, it's x cubed 2x squared minus x plus 4. Okay, so if I divide this by x minus 1, you can write it this way. Remainder when divided by x minus 1. Okay, what is the remainder? It's f1, because that is what we learned. When the function is fx, when we divide it by x minus 1, what is the remainder? It's f1. What is the remainder? It's f1. So how to take f1? I know how to take f1. I need to substitute x equals 1. So it's equal to 1 plus 2 into 1 minus 1 plus 4. So f1 is 2 plus 4 is 6. So 6 is the remainder. There are 6 is my remainder. When you divide this by x minus 1, our antimate remainder is 6. So that is f1. So f1 is 6. So this is the remainder. This is the remainder you get. This is the remainder. Clear? There are. Okay, if I take another one. Remainder when divided by x plus 2. Remainder when divided by x plus 2. What is the remainder? According to remainder theorem, it's f minus 2. I know how to find f minus 2. Substitute minus 2. A minus 2 cube. 2 into minus 2 squared. Minus minus 2 plus 4. So here it's minus 8. 2 into 4. Minus minus is plus 2 plus 4. A minus 8 plus 8 plus 6. These two cancel off. So here even I'm getting minus 6. But there's no any connection of this and this. We just got it f minus 2 is equal to 6. The meaning is when you divide fx by x plus 2, the remainder is 6. If you apply long division and if you divide this, the remainder will be 6. Clear? Okay, long division eකට දාලා බෙදුවොත් the remainder is 6. Clear? Hands up if this one is clear. Okay, do this example, these two. Take a general fx. A remainder when divided by x minus 1 is f1. When divided by x plus 2 is f minus 2. Is f minus 2. Sadhanatha. Do it alone just. Do it by own. Just write the function and the sentence looking at the board. Then do the simplification alone. Do the simplification alone. The simplification is balabalian deva. It's maths, not singular. Do the simplification alone. Me balana deva. Kya thai? Mandahana muna balani kila. Okay, turn to page number 2 and do under the set of remainder theorem questions, do question 1 and 3 for now. Turn to page number 2 under the set of remainder theorem questions. Do question 1 and 3. Silence. So name it. Name the polynomials as fx. If not, you can't write it. What is the remainder? So name it fx. And name it as fx. Name the polynomial first, like throughout this lesson. If they haven't named the polynomial, the first thing that you have to do is to name it. I'll take it as fx. Okay, first one, when divided by x minus 2. So you can write the remainder when divided by x minus 2, it's f2. Silence. Okay, so substitute x equals 2. f2 is 2 into 2 to the power 4. 2 cube, 3 into 2 squared plus 5 into 2 plus 4. Okay. So 2 to the power 4, it's 16 minus 4 into 8 plus 10 plus 14. So it's 32 minus 32 minus 12 plus 14. Okay, these two cancel off. So f2 is equal to 2. So this is the remainder. So when you divide fx by x minus 2, the remainder will be 2. Okay, the remainder will be 2. Clear? Okay. So this one, but make it karana hodai. Check whether you have done the simplification properly. They are asking the remainder when divided by 2x minus 1. They are asking about the remainder when divided by 2x minus 1. By factor, remainder theorem, we know it's f half. I know that is f half. Now we are supposed to get f half. Okay, what is f half? 16 into half to the power 4 minus 5 into half cube plus 4 into half squared minus 5 into half plus 7, and you are supposed to simplify this. You can simplify this. 16 into 2 to the power 4 is 16. 1 over 8. 4 over 1 over 4 minus 5 over 2 plus 7. So then it's f half 1 minus 5 over 8 plus 1 minus 5 over 2 plus 7. So add these whole numbers first. 1, 1, 7 is 9. Then take 8 as the common denominator. So when you take 8 as the common denominator, 8 into 9 is 72. Minus 5, this should be multiplied by 4, it's minus 20. So f half is 72 minus 25 over 8. 72 minus 25 over 8. So f half is equal to 47 over 8. If you have done the simplification properly, harita simplify karana, f half is equal to 47 over 8, and that is the remainder. Which means when you divide fx by 2x minus 1, the remainder is 47 over 8. Okay, hands up who got 47 over 8. To question number 5. To question number 5. We don't look at the board, don't copy paste the board. Bharata Kunana, understand it. Try to figure out where did you go wrong. Do the next one correctly. Don't copy paste the board. You never learn if you copy paste the board. These are like maths are ganan tiyenne board එකේ කවියක් දාලා නැහැ ලියා ගන්න කියලා. So we are supposed to simplify them. To question number 5. Okay, so the remainder when divided by 2x plus 1, it's it's f minus half. No, so we had to substitute x equals minus half. Because this becomes 0 when x is equal to minus half. Okay. This divisor becomes 0 when x is equal to minus half. Then I have f minus half. Silence. F minus half is 4 into minus 2 cube, 3 into minus 2 squared, minus 4 into minus half, minus 5. Okay. So when you simplify this, it's 4 into minus 1 cube. Cube of a minus is minus, no. Minus 1 cube is minus. So it's minus 2 cube is 8. But minus half squared is 1 over 4. You can see these two cancel off. Minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. So it's, when you simplify, f minus half is equal to minus half plus 3 over 4 minus 3. We take 4 as the common denominator. If we take 4 as the common denominator, multiply this by 2 plus 3, multiply this by 4, it's 12. Which gives you minus 14 plus 3. So f minus half is equal to minus 11 over f minus half is equal to minus 11 over 4, and that's the remainder. Okay, so which means when you divide fx by 2x plus 1, I'm getting a remainder of minus 11 over 4. Okay, hands up who got minus 11 over 4 then. Okay, take interval and come, it's 5, 12, come by 5, 25. Come by 5:30, 5:30. Okay, silence. Okay, do the remaining, silence. Do the remaining odd number questions up to 13. Now we did 1, 3 and 5, do 7, 9, 11 and 13. The remaining odd number questions till 13. Silence, 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 silence. Start from question number 7, 9, 11 and 13. Silence. Interval ඉවරයි වැඩේ කරන්න. කතා නවත්තන්න වැඩ ගන්න. Silence. Questions 7, 9, 11 and 13. Remaining odd number questions. Do the remaining odd number questions up to 13. වැඩ කතා නවත්ත. වෙනම කියන්න බෑ. The interval වැඩේ කරන්න. හතර පස්සරක් කියන්න බෑ. පොඩි නෑ බලේ නිබන්ධ එහෙම කියලා නෑ. English medium, Sinhala medium මොකක් වුණත් discipline is number 1. මයික් එකෙන් කිව්වම that's all වැඩ කරන්න. බොඩි ක්ලාස් එකක් ඇතුළේ මට 10 පාරක් විතර කියන්න බෑ කතා නවත්තන්න කියලා. Okay, go. Question number 7. You're supposed to find the remainder when divided by x plus 1. Okay, remainder when divided by x plus 1, the remainder is f minus 1. Remainder f minus 1. Okay, then you have to find f minus 1. F minus 1 is equal minus 1 to the power 2025 plus 5. If you make it 2025, but we consider whether it is even or odd. Because we know odd power of a minus, it's minus. Minus එක odd power එක minus, so it's minus 1 plus 5. So f minus 1 is equal to 4. So in question number 7, the remainder is 4. Make අමාරුම එතකොට simplification එක තියෙන මෙන්න මේකේ question number 9 වල if you can do it properly 11 and 13 is a normal one. Here we have to find the remainder when divided by 3x plus 1. We have to find the remainder when divided by 3x plus 1. So I know 3x plus 1 becomes 0 when x equals minus 1 over 3. This becomes 0 when x is equal minus 1 over 3. So what is the remainder? It's f minus 1 over 3. If you can do this properly, that means you are in a good level of simplification. Minus 1 over 3 to the power 4 minus 5 into minus 1 over 3 cube plus 7 into minus 1 over 3 squared 6 into minus 1 over 3 minus 12. Clear? Okay. So here it's equal to minus 1 to the power 4 is 1. 3 to the power 4. 3, 9, 27, 81. Minus 5 into minus 1 cube. When you consider the cube of a minus, it's minus. Over 3 cube is 3, 9, 27. Clear? Plus 7 into minus 1 over 3 squared is 1 over 9. These two cancel off. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2 and minus 12. So it's 2 over 81 plus 5 over 27 plus 7 over 9 minus 14. So here you have to take the common denominator of 81. Take 81 as the common denominator. Okay. So this becomes 2 27, 81 වෙන්නේ 3න් වැඩි වෙන්න එපා. So you have to multiply this by 3. 5 into 3 is 15. How can you get 81 from 9? It's 9 into 9. So you have to multiply it by 9, which means 9 into 7 is 63. Minus 14 into 81. You have to multiply 14 into 81. 14 into 81. You are getting 4, 3, 2, 1, 8. 1134. No? Minus 1134, which means f minus half is equal to 65, 80 minus 1134 divided by 81. So you are getting the answer f minus half is equal to minus 1054 over 81. So in question number 9, if you have done the simplification properly, you should get the remainder is minus 1054 over 81. Hands up who got that terms? Good. So 7, we got the answer is 14, 8, it's minus 1054 over 81. 11 and 13, I won't be doing it. The answer should be 14 and 15. If you have done 11 and 13 properly, the answers should be, the remainder should be 14 and 15. Okay, now read question number 14. Read question number 14. Question number 14. Okay, so what they have given this x cube 5x squared plus ax plus b. They have mentioned that when we divide this by x minus 1 and x plus 1, the remainders are 13 and 17 respectively. Okay, so now they are not asking about a remainder. Abe remainder එකක් අහන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? අපෙන් ඇහුවනම් x minus 1 වලින් බෙදුවාම what is the remainder? You know that's f1. That you know. But here they have given when divided by x minus 1, they have given that the remainder is 13. So that is 13. When divided by x minus 1, the remainder is 13. But tell me, what does come from the remainder theorem? When fx is divided by x minus 1, what is the remainder according to the remainder theorem? What is the remainder according to the remainder theorem? It's f1. Okay, so the remainder theorem states when fx is divided by x minus 1, the remainder is f1. And now they have given that the remainder is 13, which means f1 is equal to 13. Clear? So this is how we convert English shows like any sentence to a mathematical equation. Or English වලින් තියෙන එක මම maths වලින් ලිව්වා. In English they have given when x minus 1, when fx is divided by x minus 1, the remainder is 13. Okay, English වලින් තියෙන්නේ. So I have converted into maths. That means f1 is equal to 13. Clear? f1 is equal to 13. Okay, I know what is f1. 1 plus 5 into 1 plus a into 1 plus b is equal to 13. 5 plus 1 is 6 plus a plus b is equal to 13. A plus b is equal to 13 minus 6. So it's equal to 7. So a plus b is equal to 7. So that is the first one. I need to find a and b. Now I know when I want to find a and b, I need two equations. From one equation, you can't find a and b. So I know that I need another equation. So what is the other data? Remainder when divided by x plus 1, they have given that remainder is 17. So this is the data. But from remainder theorem, I know when fx is divided by x plus 1, what is the remainder? It's f minus 1. which means I have converted this English phrase into a mathematical equation such that f minus 1 is equal to 17. F minus 1 is equal to 17. Clear? I have converted this English phrase into a mathematical equation. F minus 1 is equal to 17. So what is minus 1? Minus 1 cube, 5 times minus 1 squared, a times minus 1 plus b is equal to 17. Minus 1 cube is minus 1. 1 minus a plus b is equal to 17. Minus 1 plus 5 is 4. It's 17, take 4 to the other side. It's 17 minus 4. So minus a plus b is equal to 13. So we got two simultaneous equations with two variables. You can simply add these two. So this part you know. This part you can do it. 7 plus 13. So a cancel off. 2b is equal to 20, which means b is equal to 10. Now I'm supposed to find the values a and b. B is equal to 10. From the first one, you can write a plus b is 10 is equal to 7. A is equal to 7 minus 10, which means a is equal to minus 3. Okay. So I'm getting that a is equal to minus 3 and b is equal to 10. Clear? So this is how you convert English phrase into mathematical equation. The remainder has been given 13 by remainder theorem. We know it's F1. Hands up who understood this. Okay, then do question number 14, 15 and think how to do 16 even. Do 14, 15 and think how to do question number 16. Silence. Okay, question number 15. Fx is equal to x cube ax squared, x cube ax squared and 2x plus b. No? Yeah, 2x plus b, when we divide it by x minus 1, the remainder has been given as 8. The remainder, when divided by x minus 1, they have given it as 8. But factor theorem states that the remainder is f1. Factor theorem states that the remainder is f1. So then I can write f1 is equal to 8 and get one equation. F1 is equal to 8 and get one equation. 1 plus a into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus b is equal to 8. 1 plus a plus 2 plus b is equal to 8. It's 3. So a plus b is equal to 8 minus 3. So I get a plus b is equal to 5. So that is my first equation. The second equation you can consider the remainder when divided by x minus 2. A remainder when divided by x minus 2, it's 23. Okay, the remainder when this is divided by x minus 2, it's f2. It's f2, no? Okay, so then I know f2 is equal to 23. f2 is equal to 23. So what is f2? Substitute 2 cube a into 2 squared plus 2 into 2 plus b is equal to 23. So I get 8 plus 4a plus 4 plus b is equal to 23. It's 4a plus b is 23 minus 12. So 4a plus b is equal to 11. So I got two simultaneous equations, a plus b and 4a plus b. So I'll subtract The second minus 1. 4a plus b minus a plus b. It's equal to 11 minus 5. 4a plus b minus a minus b is equal to 6. So b cancel off. 3a is equal to 6, which gives me a is equal to 2. So when a is equal to 2, you can get this first one. A is 2, 2 plus b is equal to 5. B is equal to 5 minus 2, so b is equal to 3. You get b is equal to 3. Okay, hands up who got a equals 2 and b equals 3. Okay, good. Then question number 16. A similar one, but a bit different that they have asked the question. Okay, question number 16. Given the polynomial x cube kx square plus 12x plus 1, if the sum of the remainders when divided by x minus 2 and x minus 1 is 50, find k. Okay, so same thing, but the format is a bit different. They have given fx is equal to x cube kx squared 12x plus 1. Okay, so this is fx, no? And then they haven't given the remainder separately. They have mentioned the sum of the two remainders is 50. So I know when I divide by x minus 2, the remainder when divided by x minus 2, they haven't given it separately like before. But using remainder theorem, I know that's f2. Same thing, the remainder when it is divided by x minus 1 haven't been given separately, but I know that's f1. From remainder theorem, I know that. So what is the mathematical data? So how can you write this? Now tell me, what is the mathematical equation you can write this for this sentence? The sum of the two remainders is 50. How can you write it? f1 plus f2 is equal to 0. Clear? So that is the way that you can write it. f1 plus f2 is equal to 0. Sorry, 50 is equal to 50. The sum of the two remainders is equal to 50. So what is f1? It's 1 plus k plus 12 plus 1. This is f1. And what is f2? 2 cube k into 2 squared. 12 into 2 plus 1 is equal to 50. Okay, so here is k plus 14, 8 plus 4k, 24 plus 1 is equal to 50. K plus 4k gives you 5k, 22, 46 and 47 is equal to 50. 5k is equal to 50 minus 47. So you get 5k is equal to 3, which means k is equal to 3 over 5. So you get 5k is equal to 3, so k is equal to 3 over 5. Clear? Understood? So the main thing in these type of questions, so the not under main thing is these type of questions, you have to convert what they have given in English. You have to convert the data that they have given in English into a mathematical expression. If you write that, then it is a matter of a simplification. තේරුණාද? يعني මේ ගණන් වල කරන්න ඕනේ දීලා තියෙන එක කියවලා ඒක maths වලට හරව ගන්න ඕනේ. Okay. දැන් මේක දීලා තියෙන්නේ remainders දෙකේ total එක, sum එක. එකතුව 50යි. ඒක මම හරවන්න ඕනේ to a mathematical equation. Okay, complete the work. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, we are still under remainder theorem. Write a subtopic, proof of remainder theorem. Wait, don't write it. Put it. Don't write it, okay. So something like this. Now look at this. Pay attention. Nah? So I told you, we have this dividend here and I'm dividing it by someone. So here I have the divisor. So I'm dividing the dividend by the divisor. Okay. Pay attention. I'm on board in there. Okay. And then I have remainder here. No? Then I have a remainder here. So I told you whether when to terminate the long division is when the degree of the remainder becomes less than the degree of the divisor. මොකද මේක නවත්තන්න ඕනේ remainder එකේ degree එක මෙයාට අඩු වෙච්ච එකම නවත්තන්න ඕනේ. එතනම නවතින්නේ. Okay, so if I ask you a question, if the degree of the divisor, okay, now look at this. Degree of the divisor, degree of the divisor, a degree of the remainder. So we know when to terminate the long division. It's when the reminder's degree becomes less than the divisor's degree. So if I ask you a question, if the degree of the divisor is 1, what is the degree of the remainder? Remainder එකේ මොකද්ද degree එක? It's 0. එකට වඩා අඩු වෙන කෙනෙක් නැහැ. There are no minus degrees. No. Okay. So if this is 1, this is 0. Okay, now tell me if the degree of the divisor is 2, what can you say about the degree of the remainder? It's 1. Then if the degree of the divisor is 3, what can you say about the degree of the remainder? 2. Clear? Hands up if it is clear up to this part. Okay. But if I write something like this, look at this. X squared plus x plus 1 plus 7 divided by x squared plus x divided by plus x squared plus x. When you divide this, x squared is divided by x squared, the answer is 1. When you multiply, it's x squared plus x. These two cancel off and these two cancel off. What is remaining? The remaining is 7. Okay, here, what is the degree of this one? Tell me what is the degree? What is the degree? 2. Here, it's a constant. What is the degree of a constant? It's 0. Okay, now there's a mismatch, no? You told me when the degree of the device is 2, the degree of the remainder is 1. I didn't mention that the degree of the remainder is 1 less than the degree of the device. එහෙම එකක් මම කිව්වේ නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ remainder එකේ degree එක device එකේ degree එකට වඩා එකක් අඩුයි කියලා මම කිව්වේ නැහැ. මම කිව්වේ අඩුයි කියලා. I just mentioned less when it becomes less. Okay. So always keep in mind the degree of the remainder is always less than the degree of the divisor. එකකින් අඩුයි කියන එකක් නැහැ. එහෙම තියෙන එකක් නැහැ. Okay. So there's nothing that it is less by 1. So when I say the degree of the divisor is 1, the only possible one less than 1. එකට වඩා අඩුවෙන් තියෙන පුළුවන් 0 විතර ඒක 0. But now tell me if the degree of the device is 2, the degree of the remainder can be 1 or 0. It can be 1 or 0. If the degree is 3, the remainder's degree can be 2 or 1 or 0. Clear? So what we need to understand, it's just less than the divisor. එකකින් අඩුයි කියන එකක් නෑ. Nothing like less by 1. Okay, same thing write in a red pen note. In the red pen write note. And under that write in a normal pen. First write note in a red pen and then under that write in a normal pen. Remainder's degree is always less than the degree of the divisor. Is always less than the degree of the divisor. Is always less than the degree of the divisor. Okay, then note this down. Degree of the divisor, degree of the remainder. Okay. Okay, now write a proof of remainder theorem. Write proof of remainder theorem. Proof of remainder theorem. Okay. Okay, now listen this. We are going to prove this. We are going to prove the remainder theorem. So what does the remainder theorem state? It states that when fx is divided by x minus 1, according to the remainder theorem, the remainder should be fa. No? So according to the remainder theorem, the remainder is fa. Okay, the remainder theorem. Now I'm going to prove this. I'm going to prove this. So here the degree is 1. If you consider x minus a, the degree is 1. Okay, now for sure, I know if the divisor's degree is 1, then the reminder's degree should be 0. No? Remainder, the reminder's degree should be 0. What is a 0 degree polynomial? It's a constant. A 0 degree polynomial is a constant. Okay, so I'm putting here, then make a pen unknown. Either make a pen under the make a fake. That is what I'm supposed to show. I can use any constant. What any constant දාන්න පුළුවන්, a දාන්න පුළුවන්, k ඕන එකක් පුළුවන්. But since it's the remainder, I'm just putting r. But that doesn't mean r ම වෙන්න ඕනි කියලා. හරිද? You can put a, k, anything, any constant. Because the degree here is 1. Now clear? No? Okay, අර ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මතකනේ අර මේ O levels වල ඔයගොල්ලෝ එක එක proofs කරනවානේ mid point theorem එක එක ඔය proof කරනවානේ. තිබ්බනේ. ඒක you write these steps no. Data construction, to be proved. What are the steps you write? What are you supposed to write? Data, construction, to be continued, to be proved. Okay, to be proved and then proof. Okay, so huma tibba nare ana nan. Ede du. Then ek kata karanna onne. Eki warai. Ek kata karanna onne. So make it but we know I'm supposed to show that r is equal to fa. No? Then I'm pen another main remainder mama got the remainder r is equal to fa. So that is I'm supposed to show. Clear? That is what I should show. Okay. So I'm asking you to write this division algorithm here. I'm asking you to well, Mahansela Gavaling, Mahansela and Nogol, and in the Okay, so I'm asking you to apply the division algorithm. Division algorithm. Okay, division algorithm. But you can't write the division algorithm because division algorithm is the dividend is equal to the divide into the quotient. The Mangwara division algorithm ලියන්න බෑ. ඇයි quotient කෙනෙක් නැහැ. එහෙනම් I'm just taking a quotient. මම නිකන් quotient එකක් ගන්නවා. I'm taking it as gx. So it's a normal one. කැමති අකුරක් දාන්න. ඇයි sir g දැම්මේ? නෑ, you can even put hx. ඔයාගේ නම කවුරු හරි අපි දැන් පසන්නම් put px. අවුලක් නැහැ. You can use anything. Okay. So here now you can write the division algorithm gx x minus a plus the remainder r. What is my intention? What is my target? To show that r is equal to fa. R is equal to what? Huh? Fa. R is equal to fa. That is my target to show that r is equal to fa. In this equation, there are two letters. There are two letters that I have inserted to this problem. So there are two letters that I have brought into this problem. What are the two letters? One is G and the other one is R. Because fx is a data, xa are data. So there are two letters that I have brought into the question. G and R. But I want R. R nama pennan none. I want R. Make ekkenek innawada මේක අයින් කරගන්න ඕනේ. There's one thing that I need to take it out. කවද gx. I need to take out gx. Clear, I need to take out this. But even though I want to take it out, the problem is I don't know anything about gx. මම gx ගැන කිසි දෙයක් දන්නේ නැහැ. It's just a random one. I make hx දැම්ම නම් it would have been hx. So now you are having a problem. ඔයාට මෙයාව අයින් කරන්නත් ඕනේ. හැබැයි ඔයා ගැන දන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයා ගැන දන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි මේ බලන්න. gx you don't know about gx, but x minus a is someone you know. x minus a කියන්නේ ගානෙත් තිබ්බ එකක්. So you don't know about gx. හැබැයි x minus a ගැනව දන්නවා. දැන් මේ බලන්න. ඔයාගාව දන්නේ කෙනෙකුයි දන්නේ නැති කෙනෙකුයි ඉන්නවා. You know someone that you know and someone you don't know. ඔයාට ඔක අයින් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඔයාට ඒක අයින් කරන්න. මේ බලන්න. දන්නේ කෙනෙකුයි දන්නේ නැති කෙනෙකුයි ඉන්නවා. ඔයාට මේක අයින් කරන්න ඕනේ. හරි මට කියන්න. කවුරු වගේ හොඳ යාළුවෙකුයි කවුරු කෙනෙකුයි ගහ ගන්නවා. වලියක් යනවා. ඒතර ඔයා ගිහිල්ලා අරුටත් ගහන්නේ නැහැ කියලා දන්නවා. ඔයා නිකන් සාමාන්‍ය සාමකාමී පීස්ෆුල් ඩයල් එකක් කියලා දන්නවා. මොරල් නෙමෙයි, හයි මොරල් නෙමෙයි. හරිද? ඔයා ගිහිල්ලා දැන් වලිය නවත්තන්න ඕන නම් ඔයා කරන්නේ ඔයාගේ යාළුවව එතනින් අයින් කරන එකද? නැත්නම් අර අනිත් එක්කම අයින් කරන එකද? අපි යාළුවා අයින් කරන එක තමයි සාමාන්‍ය ප්‍රැක්ටිකල් එක. අනිත් එක අයින් කරන්නේ නැහැ. අනිත් එක මම දන්නේ නැහැ නේ. මට කිව්වොත් උඹ කවුද කියලා. මට කිව්වොත් මම දන්නේ නැහැ. ඒතර මම යාළුවා අරන් එනවා. ඒතකොට යාළුවා අරන් ආවට පස්සේ අර අපිට ඕනුනේ වලිය නවත්තන්න. ඉන්ටෙන්ෂන් එක වලිය නවත්තන්න. යාළුවා අරන් ආවට පස්සේ වලිය අයින් වෙන. වලිය නවතිනවා. යාළුවා දැන් ආවට පස්සේ අරුම මෙහෙම තනියෙන් ගහින්නේ නැහැ නේ. ඒතර ඒක අපි මොකද කරේ? දන්නේ කෙනෙකුයි දන්නේ නැති කෙනෙකුයි ඉන්නවා. අපි එතනින් අයින් කරන්නේ කාවද? දන්නේ කෙනා. දන්නේ කෙනා අයින් කරාම වෙන්න ඕනේ වැඩේ හරිනේ. අරුත් ඔටෝ අයින් වෙනවා. සීනි ටිකක් වහලා තියෙනවා කොහේ හරි. වැටලා තියෙනවා. සීනි වටනහම කූඹි ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒක කූඹි ටිකව දන්නේ නැහනේ. කූඹි ටිකව දන්නේ එකින් එක කතා කර කියන මම තමයි අයින් මම එහෙම ඔයා කූඹි ටිකව දන්නේ නැහැ. ඒතර ඔයා මොකද ඒක අයින් කරන්න නම් ඔයා කරන්නේ අර සීනි ටික දන්නෙත් නැහැ. හැබැයි ඔයා සීනි ටික මොන හරි කරන්න පුළුවන් නේ. ඔයා සීනි ටික අයින් කරනවා. සීනි ටික අයින් කරාම කූඹි ටික අයින් වෙනවා. ඒතර හැමතිස්සම මම කියන්නේ මේ මැත්ස් වල විතරක් නෙමෙයි. In general even in life if there's something that we know and something we don't know we always control the thing that we know. අපි කරන්නේ. We control the thing we know. අපි අර දන්නේ එක්කෙනාව තමයි අපි control කරන්නේ. එහෙනම් make it same thing. Here I don't know anything about this one, but this one I know. So I need to take it out. එහෙනම් මේක අයින් කරන්න. In order to take this out, I'm taking this one out. මේක අයින් කරනවා. යාළුවා අරන් එනවා. යාළුවා අරන් ආවම වලිය නවතිනවා. Okay, එහෙනම් tell me by substituting x equals which value? By substituting x equals which value can I take this fact out? X equals a. Because if I put x equals a, look what happens. I'm putting x equals a. I get fx is equal to fa. Every x should be replaced ga times a minus a plus r. Now tell me, do you know anything about GA? GA ගැන දන්නවද? No, you don't know anything. But even though you don't know anything about GA, a minus a is 0. So a minus a becomes 0. Then this entire g term cancel out. වැඩේ හරිනේ. මට උනුනේ මේ g ඒව අයින් කරන්න. අයව අයින් කරන්න අපි අර දන්නේ කෙනා අයින් කරගත්තා. Okay, then what is remaining? I got r is equal to fa. I'm supposed to show that the remainder r is equal to fa. I got that is equal to fa. Okay, so this is a basic, like a fundamental rule in maths, not even in maths, in general in life. So that's why I gave you that example. When you have two, one is under your control and other one is not under your control, you don't have to worry about, or you don't have to think about the person or the factor term which is not in your control. You only work with the term or factor which is in your control. අපි යත් එක්ක වැඩ කළා අනිත් එක නයින් කර ගන්නවා. Clear? Okay, so this is how you are supposed to prove the remainder theorem. So I'm taking fx is divided by x minus a. I'm bringing r and gx to this. I'm bringing r and gx to this. I need to prove that r is equal to fa, and gx will be taken out when I put x equals a. Okay, write in this way, under the proof of remainder theorem, write in this way. Let's take the remainder as r. Let's take the remainder as r. Let's take the remainder as r, and the quotient, not coefficient, QUO, and the quotient as gx. The quotient as gx when fx is divided by x minus a. when fx is divided by x minus a. We need to prove that R equals fa. We need to prove that R equals fa. Okay, so first just sketch this one, draw this one. Fx is divided by x minus a. We got a quotient and R. And then write the division algorithm. Substitute x equals a. So this will be a common question even in your school first term test. After doing polynomials, there will be a question for sure asking you to prove the remainder theorem. Even in A levels, we have got it. So it's a common question. State and prove the remainder theorem. State and prove the remainder theorem. Okay, using a pencil in front of x equals a, silence. I'm asking to write in a pencil because that is not a step that you have to write. Just for our knowledge, in front of x equals a, using a pencil write to eliminate gx. Using a pencil, write to eliminate gx. To eliminate gx. So that is the reason I'm putting x equals a. I'm controlling the factor that I know. Done. Okay, write the next main topic, factor theorem. The next main topic, factor theorem. So these are the two main topics in the polynomial lesson, factor theorem and remainder theorem. Factor theorem and remainder theorem. So write the topic, factor theorem. Okay, we can listen on. So if I ask you factors, man can come with you. But make it tell me factors of 12. Dole factors can dole factors. Equal to 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. What again factors in 27? 1, 3, 9, 27. It was a Q&A. 36 again factors, 36, 36. 1, පොඩ කියන් යනවා පොඩි රාස්කෝච් කරනවා 1 2 3 4 6 9 6 9 12 18 and 36. Okay, tell me factors of 50. 1 2 silence 1 2 1 2 3 is not a factor. 50 1 2 5 50 50 panah 1 2 5 10 25 and 50. And so you can tell the factors no none. You can tell the factors none. යාළුව මන් දිහා බලනවා යාළුව දිහා බලනවා දෙන්නෙන් කතා කරනවා මට මාට්ටු මං අර දිහා බලලා යාළුව මන් දිහා බලලා අරු තනියෙන් අරු දිහා බල කතා කරනවා එක්ක අරුටත් කියන පොඩ අයින්නේ සර් බලනවා කියලා පවුනේ. Okay, look at the board. Hi. So you know what are factors no? You know what are the factors. Okay. And based on factors, there are two types of numbers. If only two factors, we say they are prime numbers. If there are more than two factors, we say they're composite numbers. So numbers they could know. So if I ask you what is the definition of a factor, so what is the definition? A factor is someone that can divide, let's say, we are having 4 is a factor of 12. So we can divide 12 by 4 without a remainder. Can a remainder එකක් නැතුව බෙදන්න පුළුවන්. Simply it's divisible. So what is a factor? if a number or an expression can be divided without a remainder, then it is a factor. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ factor එකකින් බෙදුවාම remainder එක 0. Clear? Factor එකකින් බෙදුවොත් when we divide by a factor the remainder is 0. ඉතිරි නැතිව බෙදනවා කියලා කියන්නේ without a remainder. So that is a basic definition for a factor. Okay, so we are under factor theorem. First write this. Write this. When an expression or a number, when an expression or a number, when an expression or a number is divided by a factor, is divided by the factor, the, write in a black pen, remainder is 0. The remainder is 0. The remainder is 0. Okay, so that is the definition of a factor, not the factor theorem. So what is a factor? The remainder is 0. Okay. Now we are going to construct the factor theorem using your knowledge. Pay attention. No? Okay. We have the polynomial fx, and when we divide the polynomial by x minus a, I know the remainder is fa. අමාර කියන්නේ කොහොමද ඒකේ remainder එක fa කියලා කිව්වේ කොහොමද? කොහොමද remainder එක fa කියලා කිව්වේ? Using remainder theorem. Okay. Remember, I need you to combine these two. Pay attention. No? So when we divide fx by x minus a, the remainder is fa. That is one thing. From the other side, when we divide an expression or a number by a factor, the remainder is 0. The may පැත්තෙන් තියෙනවා fx, when we divide fx by x minus a, the remainder is fa. මේ පැත්තෙන් තියෙනවා when we divide someone by its factor, the remainder is 0. Clear? Okay. Now I'm telling you, if x minus a is a factor of fx. And now I'm telling you that x minus a is a factor of fx. Now I need you to combine these two. When I divide fx by x minus a, I know that the remainder is fa. And from the other side, I know when I divide someone from a factor, the remainder is 0. Now I have given that x minus a is a factor of fx. Okay, now if you combine these two, x minus a is a factor of fx. If we divide fx by x minus a, we know the remainder should be 0. But from the other hand, the remainder theorem says when fx is divided by x minus a, the remainder is fa. So when I combine these two, what can you say about fa? Fa is equal to 0. Okay, fa is equal to 0. So this is what we consider as the factor theorem. If x minus a is a factor of fx, then fa is equal to 0. From where did this a come? Same thing. A is this value of x such that the factor is equal to 0. Okay, now tell me, I'm writing a connection, the factor, and what does the factor theorem says? Let's see what does the factor theorem says. Okay, now tell me, if x minus a is a factor, what does factor theorem says? What does factor theorem says? Fa equals 0. If x minus 1 is a factor, same මේකේ remainder theorem එකේ ආපු set එකම now it is equal to 0. Clear? Oh, if x minus 1 is a factor, what does factor theorem says? f1 equals 0. X plus 2 is a factor. F minus 2 equals 0. Let's take another example. 3x plus 2 is a factor. This becomes 0. Make bindu වෙන්නේ කීයද? Minus 2 over 3. So what does the factor theorem says? F minus 2 over 3 is equal to 0. Clear? අර කලින් remainder theorem කියලා ලිව්ව remainder set එකම now it is a, since it's a factor, it's equal to 0. The same thing, මෙන්න මේ අපි x values ගන්නෙ මොනවාද? මෙන්න මේවා 0 වෙන x value. So it becomes 0, x equals a, x equals 1, x equals minus 2, and x equals minus 2 over 3. Clear? Hands up if factor theorem is clear. Okay, again write in quoted commas. 66 99 66 දාන්න 66. If x minus a, within brackets write that x minus a, if x minus a is a factor of fx, is a factor of fx, then write in red pen, fa equals 0. fa equals 0. fa equals 0. Okay, then close the quoted commas and like in the same way, right? So quoted commas, 66 99, and then put a dash, factor theorem. Okay, same line after line, like before, same thing. Here, within quoted commas a, here a is the value of x. Here a is the value of x such that the factor is 0. Here a is the value of x such that the factor is 0. The factor is 0. Okay, then write this down, the factor, and what does the factor theorem says? Okay, now look, page number 3, mixed questions, question number 1. Mixed question number 1. Look at this, it's easier. So I told you when they haven't named the polynomial, you have to put a name. So x cubed minus 4x squared minus ax plus 3. So what they have given that this is divisible by x plus 3. Okay, so what do they mean by divisible by x plus 3? That means x plus 3 is a factor. තේරුණාද? divisible by 3 කියන්නේ බෙදන්න පුළුවන් කියන එක. කියන්නේ බෙදෙනවා කියන එක. So it means that x plus 3 is a factor. Okay, what is the data? X plus 3 is a factor. X plus 3 is a factor. Is a factor. Okay, now tell me, if x plus 3 is a factor, what does factor theorem say? What can we say from factor theorem? F minus 3 is equal to 0. Clear? So what does factor theorem say? F minus 3 is equal to 0. From where did we get this minus 3? X becomes 0 when x equals minus 3. Okay, now simplify. Minus 3 cube, 4 into minus 3 squared, a into minus 3 plus 3. So this was the remainder before, and now it is 0. Minus 27, 4 into 9, plus 3a plus 3. Minus 27 plus 3 is minus 24, 36. So it's minus 60 plus 3a equal to 0. 3a equals 60. A is equal to 20. Clear? So same thing, previously we were supposed to find the remainder. No, remainder ගැන තිබ්බහම. So this is the remainder. So f minus 3 is the remainder, but in this case, the remainder is equal to 0. Clear? In this case, the remainder is equal to 0. Clear? Okay. Do question 1, 2, 4, and 5. Do question 1, 2, 4, and 5. Sadhana. Do your work. 1, 2, 4, and 5. Just stop talking and do the work. So in question number 5, there is a x missing. You have to put it in question number 5. I have put it in the board. There should be x here. P squared minus 1x. Question number 5, x is missing. It's p squared minus 1 times x. So if I do question number 2, x minus 2 is a factor of px, which means p2 is equal to 0. So p2 is equal to 0. Then if I put x equals 2 here, 2 into 2 cube minus 5 into 2 square plus a is equal to 0. This is a 16 minus 20 plus a is equal to 0. So minus 4 plus a is equal to 0, a is equal to 4. So I get a is equal to 4. Okay, hands up, got a equals 4 in question number 2. Good. Okay, this one x, same thing, x minus 2 is a factor. Okay, so f2 is equal to 0 from factor theorem. The substitute x equals to c into 2, 2 minus 1, a minus 2, this is equal to 0. So it's 2c and 2 minus 1 is 1. 16 minus 2 plus 2c is equal to 0. 16 minus 2 is 14. So 2c is equal to minus 14 and c is equal to minus 7. Okay. So you get a equals minus 4, sorry, 4 and c equals minus 7. So this one, same thing. The difference here, it's not a number. Now x minus p is a factor. No? I know x minus p becomes 0 when x equals p. X minus p becomes 0 when x equals p. So then what can we write in factor theorem? Fp is equal to 0. Clear? So what can I write? Fp is equal to 0. Or calling F1, F2 again, now it's Fp. And look what happens when you substitute x equals p. It's 4 times p cube minus 3p plus 2p squared. X in හැමතැනටම p වදාන්න. X in හැමතැනටම p වදාන්න. Plus 3 is equal to 0. And now simplify this and look what happens. So when you simplify this multiplies 3p into p squared is 3p cube plus 2p squared. Minus when you multiply by this p, it's p cube minus p plus 3 is equal to 0. Now when you simplify it, 4p cube minus 3p cube minus 2p squared minus p squared p cube plus p plus 3 is equal to 0. Now we can see these three cancel off. No? Minus 3p cube minus p cube is minus 4p cube minus 2p squared plus p plus 3 is equal to 0. So these two cancel off. Then you get a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation solve කරන එක O level කාලේ පාඩම් පිටින් කරලා තියෙනවනේ. So I have minus 2p squared plus p plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, this is a quadratic equation. Normally we like to factorize the quadratic equation. මේ coefficient එක plus වුණොත් we like to factorize it. Okay, so I'm multiplying this by minus 1. නැත්නම් මේ කට්ටිය එහා පැත්තට අරන් ගියත් එකම තේ. I'm multiplying by minus 1. මොකද මම කැමති factorize කරන්න when this coefficient is plus. So I get 2p squared minus p minus 3 is equal to 0. So same thing අර කලින් ඒවල කෙලින්ම answer එක ගත්තනේ. In this case you end up with a quadratic equation. එච්චරයි වෙනස. තේරුණාද? කලින් එකේ you directly got the answer. But here you end up with a quadratic equation. Okay, here, so it's when you factorize, it's 2p p1 3 minus plus 1 equals 0. You are getting two answers. 2p minus 3 equals 0 or p plus 1 equals 0. So I'm getting two answers. P equals 3 over 2 or p equals minus 1. I'm getting two answers. P equals 3 over 2 or p equals minus 1. OP equals minus 1. Okay, so same thing, the substitution is not a difference. The only thing is that how you substitute this. Okay, write a question, last question. I need the entire class to get answers. It's in the board. If x minus 1, okay, if x minus 1 is a factor of x cube plus a squared x squared minus 2ax minus 4. X cube plus a squared x squared minus 2ax minus 4. Find the value of a. Find the value of a. Okay, I need the entire class to get answers for this. The last question we'll be doing today. Okay, so same thing, x minus 1 is a factor. First, name this. So fx x cube a squared x squared minus 2ax minus 4. X minus 1 is a factor. Silence, silence, silence. So from factor theorem, we can write that f1 is equal to 0. F1 is equal to 0. When you substitute x equals 1, it's 1 plus a squared into 1 minus 2a into 1 minus 4 is equal to 0. Again, you end up with a quadratic equation minus 3 is equal to 1 minus 4. So when you factorize, it's a minus 3 and a plus 1 is equal to 0. Then a minus 3 is equal to 0. A equals 3. O. A plus 1 is equal to 0. A is equal to minus 1. Okay, hands up, got a equals 3 and a equals minus 1. Good, okay. You can get ready to go if you are done. Okay, silence, silence. No, listen. Tell me, hands up. Hands up who have already joined the Telegram group. Okay. So first thing, like I'll talk to newcomers after the class for 5 minutes. Even newcomers and calling it a you have to join to this Telegram group because this is where I convey messages. Okay, so you get Telegram then normal Telegram is not an app that you use that much, but at least have the courtesy of if you're having the class tomorrow, otherwise check the group whether I have put any messages. For the example, tomorrow's class single medium one, the normal time is 2 to 6 o'clock, but I just shifted the time only for tomorrow 9 to 1. The messages I put in the Telegram group. So that is the main thing. And newcomers, if you can't, like you can search that in Telegram. It's EM, it's a yellow color DP. DP ke yellow color ka tiyan, sudu bare ke me. Like EM, if you can't find the link, make a WhatsApp message get the link. Hands up who got registered in the website. So you have to get registered in the website. 2 reasons. Two reasons. One reason is when you register, you get a ID number. Now this COCM ID, ID number mentioned as CM, and a ID number when you are writing papers hereafter. So this is the first paper. So I have kept the papers who didn't come to the class last week to they can collect their papers. It's there. So like after this, after every unit, we are having a unit test. So from the next unit test onwards, you need to put that ID, the ID that you got from the website. because your marks will be entered to a data sheet, and then at the end of end of the year, like we can see your entire mark history for this one, for this. So your marks will be entered to database. For that purpose, we need that ID. Okay, so for that, because of that, register to the website. The other reason, there's online class going in parallel with this. If you won't be able to join the class, you have to join through the website, because I see some students are not even haven't registered to the website, and the one who handles this number told me like they are asking for the Zoom link by 3:50. The class is we are starting around 3:10, and like if they can't come to the class, they are asking for the Zoom link by 3:15. ඒ කියන්නේ 3ට තියෙන ක්ලාස් එකට 3:15ට ඉල්ලන වෙබ්සයිට් මේක Zoom link එක. ඇහුවහම වෙබ්සයිට් එකෙන් ගන්න ඕනේ කියලා වෙබ්සයිට් එක මොකක්ද කියලා. Yeah, so you have to act like a technically advanced generation. හරිද? සීයල වගේ හැසිරෙන්න එපා. Clear? So get like go to the website, අදම register වෙන්න ඕනේ. register ලා මම ලබන සතියේ දැනින් අහන what is your ID number? Okay, so make sure. And other thing, next week before you come in, main thing, before you come in, අපි කරේ odd numbers ටිකක් නේ. ඒක even numbers ටික කරලා go through factor theorem and remainder theorem, because next week we'll be starting past papers. तर අපි combined maths වල අපි past papers කරන පළවෙනි දවසේ next week, and I don't want you to behave as aliens when you come next week. Factor theorem, remainder, මට සිරි මොකද්ද ඒ වගේ ඉන්න බෑ. At least in Tuesday morning or Monday evening or Tuesday morning, go through factor theorem, remainder theorem, revise your knowledge and come to the class. Then easily we can even do the past papers. Clear? Okay. Aluthema Bugatti, you can just stay for like 5 minutes. Others can go. We are done for today. You can go home safe.